Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest chess training video for pupils of Rydal Penrhos School. This video is once again aimed at beginners, and it looks at a way in which we can defend our pieces when they are attacked. We must remember, when we are looking to take our opponent's pieces from the board, he or she is looking to do exactly the same. This means that throughout a game of chess, we must also look to defend. There are lots of ways to defend, but this video will help to train you how to defend your pieces by moving them away to a safe square. Let's look at this opening to a game. White begins by playing pawn to e4, and black plays e5. White develops a knight, and so does black to c6. White now plays d4. This is called the Scotch opening. Usually black takes, and then sometimes you will see the following happen. Knight takes pawn, knight takes knight, and queen takes knight. And then, sometimes black will do this. Pawn to c5. Now let's just examine this position carefully. The pawn is attacking the queen. The queen cannot take the pawn because this bishop is protecting it here. So we have a situation here where one of our pieces is under attack, and the only way we can protect it is by moving it to a safe square. There are lots of safe squares we can choose from. We can bring the queen all the way back here, and the queen is now no longer being attacked. We could put the queen here and play a check. I'm sure you can see plenty of other squares. Here maybe. The point is, our piece was attacked, we noticed our piece was being attacked, and we've moved it to a safe square to protect it. Now, for the rest of this video, it is you who is going to have to do the hard work. I am going to show you 10 different chess positions. Your job is to study each one and decide upon the best move. You have to find out which of your pieces is being attacked and move it to a safe square. Each position will only be on the screen for a few seconds, so please pause the video on each one and try to solve the problem before moving on to the next one. At the end, we will look at each one again and see if you were right. Okay, are you ready? Oh, and no peeping. Here we go. Here is position number 1. It is White's move, and one of his pieces is under attack. What are you going to do about it? Here is position number 2. This time it's Black's move, and one of his pieces is under attack. Can you find which one and do something about it? Position number 3. It's Black's move, and one of his pieces is attacked. What are you going to do? Position number 4. It's White to play. Where's the danger? And how can we solve it? Position number 5. It's White's move. Which piece is under attack? And how can we save it? Position number 6. Black to play. Position number 7. Black to play. Position number 8. Black is in trouble. What can he do? Position number 9. White to play. And finally, position number 10, and once again, it is White to move. Well, I hope you enjoyed that challenge, and I hope you got plenty right. Let's find out. Let's go back to position number 1 here. It is white to play, and hopefully you saw that this pawn was under attack from the black bishop. And the easiest way to save it, I hope you saw it, was to move the pawn up 1 to e4. Here's the answer to position number 2, and hopefully you have seen that this pawn is under attack from this knight, and the simplest way to save that pawn is to move it up 1 square. And at the same time, we attack this knight, which means now white has a problem. Position number 3. Black to move, and his rook is being attacked by this bishop. We have to be careful here where we do move the rook to. If we move the rook to this square, well, the red arrow shows you the problem. So there's only 1 square we can really move the rook to save it, and that is down to d8, where it is not being attacked by any other piece. In position 4, white's knight was under attack from the bishop, and again we have to be careful where we move the knight to. There's only 1 square really available, and that's this one, and that saves the knight. Had he moved to any other square, he could have been taken by a pawn. In our next position, we can see the knight attacking the rook, and again we can't go to any of these 3 squares because the rook would be taken here by the rook, here by the knight, here by the bishop, here by the bishop, and here by the pawn. If he goes here, the rook can take him. If he goes to this square here, the pawn can take him. So the best way to get out of trouble here was rook takes pawn. In this position, white's rook is threatening the black bishop, and the bishop has 1 safe square it can go to, and that's this one here. If it goes here, the knight can take it, and the same here. And if it comes this way, it's under attack from the rook, and here the pawn. Problem number 7 shows us a pawn attacking the bishop, and the bishop can't go back because of this pawn. And if we look along this diagonal here for a safe square, I think we have to go all the way to c1 to find a safe square for our bishop. I hope you found that one. Problem number 8 shows us a white rook attacking the black queen. Can't go back on this file because the rook will still be attacking. The 2 white squares along this rank are covered by the bishop, so there's only 1 square left, and that is c5. And so I hope that's where you put the queen. Problem number 9 sees the white queen under attack from the black bishop. Cannot escape along this rank. Cannot come down this diagonal because the bishop is covering it. And the knight is covering these 2 squares. So all the way back to a2 is the only way in which you could have saved your queen. The final position was probably the hardest one, with the pawn attacking this knight. If we just have a look at the escape squares, these 2, well, they're already occupied. This square is covered by the pawn and the bishop. This square is covered by the bishop. This square has a king on it. This square already has a bishop on it. This square has a rook on it. There aren't many squares left. The only option in this case is to move the knight to d5. The bishop will probably take, but we can take back, and that is a fair exchange. So that was really the only way to save the knight. Well, I hope you enjoyed that training. It's very important to remember that when your pieces are being attacked, you really must look after them, unless you're getting something back for them. Watch out for this in your next games. Remember, if you hold on to your pieces, you've got more chance of winning. Look out for our next video, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.